NBA free agency got underway at 6 p.m. Eastern Time Friday, and oh boy, did it all kick off quickly. We got a big Draymond Green deal. Kyrie got his bag in Dallas. Kyle Kuzma staying in Washington. Chris Middleton staying with the Bucks. Lots of deals, but not a lot of movement. Bruce Brown, one of the only movers as he goes from the Pacers to Denver. And then later, some more movement, the biggest being Fred VanVleet leaving Toronto for Houston. All right, let's now get more on night one of free agency from our two NBA writers, Bill Reiter and Colin Ward-Henninger. Let's start with teams that will go into Saturday better than they were on Friday. Give us your free agency winners thus far, Bill.
I'm going to go with the player because he operates as a team, because I'm not sure he's interested in the team concept but beyond himself. But I think it's a big day for Kyrie Irving. And I know we talked about this earlier, but 3 years, $126 million for a player who's been disruptive in remarkably different and problematic ways over the course of the last few seasons, and whose presence hasn't led to success on the floor. I mean, 5-11 with Luka Doncic as a group, as a tandem last year when they played together, and obviously Dallas went from in contention in a crowded Western Conference to not even in the picture at all in terms of the play-in after Kyrie came in. I'm surprised the money he got, guys. I think it's a hell of a deal from Kyrie's perspective. So for at least Team Kyrie Irving, I think it's a pretty good day.
Yeah, in terms of my winners, I mean, obviously Kyrie's making a ton of money. You know who else is making a ton of money? Fred VanVleet, 3 years, $130 million from the Rockets. I mean, he has to be a winner just because he came into the league undrafted in 2016, worked his way into a starting job with the Raptors, helped them win a title. He's already got the championship trophy. He's got the ring. Now he's going to get the money, and he gets to go to Houston, which, you know, it doesn't seem like a great prospect based on the way that they played last season. There's a lot of young talent there. A lot of people are excited about the two rookies they drafted, Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore, to go along with Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Alperen Şengün. This is a chance for Fred VanVleet to show a different side of his career where he can go in, mentor those guys, help get them on the winning path, and he gets to play for a coach in Ime Udoka. The last game he coached was in the NBA Finals before the scandal in Boston. So I think overall he got the money. He already has the acclaim, and now he gets to add another chapter to his career. I think Fred VanVleet is a huge winner from the first day of free agency.
All right, so you both took players as your winners. So when we talk about losers, are we talking about players or teams here? Colin, start us off.
Well, I think, you know, Bill hinted at it with his winner. If Kyrie's a winner, then the Dallas Mavericks are losers. It's a team. And it's because they hitched their wagon to Kyrie Irving. I mean, 3 years, all that money that go along with it. This guy is just not reliable. We've talked about it over and over and over, whether it's injuries or all the off-the-court issues that he has. You just simply can't rely on him. And the fact is, he produces on the court, right? He's averaged 27 points, almost exactly 27 points and 6 assists in each of the last 4 seasons. But it hasn't translated to winning. And the Mavericks were not good with him on the floor. They were not good with him and Luka Doncic. Really, the Mavericks became losers when they traded for Kyrie Irving, because once they did that, they kind of forced themselves to have to re-sign him. And the number got astronomical because Kyrie had leverage. He knew that the Mavericks needed to re-sign him in order to keep Luka Doncic happy. There wasn't another superstar coming in. So to me, the Mavericks are huge losers here.
Yeah, I had Kyrie as my winner, and I'm 100% with Colin. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks are, I mean, for me, the Mavericks are losers if they brought in Kyrie Irving at $3 in a bag of Skittles over the course of the next season. 3 years, $126 million is a massive problem. I think it's time we start talking about Mark Cuban in a more accurate way. That's a lot of sound and fury and sizzle and pop signifying very little. Like Kyrie Irving, a single championship that he's been riding for a long time. He's the guy behind a lot of these decisions, and it's just another perplexing decision by an organization that should know better. Colin hit on this. Everybody in the NBA knows what Kyrie Irving is. He's a talented player who does not lead to success for your team. It's baffling that Dallas gave him this kind of money. I think it's a mistake that he's there at all from Dallas's perspective. And I'm with Colin, and I think I can speak for several other folks who run NBA front offices around the NBA. The Dallas Mavericks are losers today.
$3 in a bag of Skittles, Bill. Wow, I didn't realize you were such a big Skittles guy.
Well, once they got the green ones in there, Jeremy, I mean, they have a whole other level of value. I would not want Kyrie Irving anywhere near my team.
All right.
Skittles. aside.
Late night stuff from our NBA writers, Bill Reiter and Colin Ward-Henninger, giving us their night one free agency winners and losers here on HQ. A lot of Kyrie focus coming up here. In terms of a winner, Bill likes him. In terms of being a winner for getting what he got out of the Dallas Mavericks, but then he turns around and says the Mavericks are the losers for giving him that kind of money. Colin likes Fred VanVleet. Good chance for Fred VanVleet to continue to prove it. Undrafted, largest contract ever handed to an undrafted player. The first max contract handed out of free agency goes to VanVleet. And he agrees with Bill that the Dallas Mavericks are the losers on night one of free agency.